you know that this Pokémon Challenges moderator is actually a Smogon tournament player? Some of you know Mannat as a Nuzlocker, a realm with zero room for error. You're thinking, whoa, an impressive resume, but in the world of Smogon competitive,
he is a complete disaster. Smogon's community has controversial views on him. Mannat, the last person you ever want to lose to.
But how bad is he actually playing?
We are diving deep into this insane SPL game. 12 turns, we have analyzed every single aspect, each predict, every painful draw.
Especially turn 8.
By the end of this, you will learn how a few harmless moves will actually annihilate your match from the start.
Plus, a healthy dose of Schadenfreude. Your seat is already prepared.
Welcome to the Weezing Lounge. Quick note, Mannat was just caught in a scandal involving malicious leaks. Honestly, we don't know what's worse, his actions or this game. We'll touch on this later, but for now, brace yourselves.
Boom! SPL and Sire Clod is back, with a team that looks ready to bite. You're thinking, this is a classic HO team with Glimmora lead, Dragapult to spin block, and 4 dangerous threats. Most people stop here, but actually, this Zamazenta is a screener set, and this changes everything. You will see why sooner than you'd expect.
We're looking at an interesting matchup. It seems yesterday we were analyzing a game involving some teams in SPL, with Sire Clod moving his first steps in the competitive scene. Except, Mannat is now the one bringing us something, but with Cresselia and Venusaur. When you use this team, your nuclear threats must overwhelm your opponent. But in this scenario, things are about to go unexpectedly.
You may be thinking, this matchup looks fine on paper, manageable, until you realize that one mistake on turn 2 makes every single one of these threats unmanageable, and Mannat makes that mistake immediately.
But turn 1? Absolutely questionable too. This scenario is the perfect Hardcore Nuzlocke, something Mannat is believed to be an expert in, right? The Sun team has to be strategic when it comes to handle these threats.
And this is where it gets crazy. Venusaur, with a Terra Fairy or a Terra Dark, given a window of opportunity, can sweep the entire team of Sire Clod. Wiped. Therefore, with the support of Healing Wish plus Lunar Dance, the stage is ready.
Will the evil mini Mannat triumph? Or will the hero Sire Clod make up for the sins of his last game?
Game starts. Both players are immediately fishing for the upper end. Sire Clod leads with Zamazenta to set those screens up. Therefore, Mannat opens with the Sunsetter. He wants his powerful threats boosted by the weather, and he wants them now.
Light Screen is the first to come up, and it's vital too for survival. Mannat's team is almost entirely special based, except Tusk, but some Anoli, physical or mixed Venusaur set might come up.
Mixed Venusaur will be classy. The reason is Terra Dark knockoff one-shots Dragapult.
But look at Ninetales, clicking Will-O-Wisp right into Zama's face.
I get the logic. Assuming you're facing a screen setting Zama, you want to burn it for the chip damage and to weaken an eventual close combat. But this is a massive gamble. The reason is, if Zamazenta turns out to be Life Orb, Stone Edge has an 81.3% chance to kill Ninetales.
And that's without factoring in crit odds and an adamant nature.
But close combat has odds to kill too.
Exactly. You are pretty much trying to draw the game turn 1 by losing your only Sunset, the soul of your team. When you do this, you waste all your potential win conditions. Going Cresselia? Keeping the button to crash into Ursaluna is vital. These archetypes often use one button mon to get momentum back and strike with your breakers. But what if you pivot into Tusk?
Absolutely. The reason going Tusk works is because you can absorb a Stone Edge from Zama, set up rocks and get your plan going. You may be thinking, but what if he clicks Life Orb close combat? But keep this in mind. You have 2 full restores on your team in the form of Lunar Dance and Healing Wish. Losing the sun on turn 1, darkness. Mannat, you two are pot of greed. Or maybe you're just a careless little penguin.
No. Just a donkey.
The first turn was already a disaster, but turn 2, a downpour of shit.
Wait. Do you see what I'm seeing? Are my eyes deceiving me?
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Encore? How the fuck is he thinking? You are right, my man. This game needs an exorcism, and it's only turn 2. Although, of all the things he could do, let's be real, Sire Clod had the first Ursaluna of all times, no questioning. Why would you Encore? But Mannat was thinking about Zamazenta using Reflect next. The reason Reflect is not helpful is because you waste precious turns to be used for a little massacre with the bear.
You're facing a team with Ursaluna, which is a super threat already, but with light screen, Ursaluna has way less to worry about. But if he has to face Tusk, by all odds with Terra Fairy or Ghost, it can remove the threat for good. And if Tusk goes down, you know what happens.
Mannat has to damage it with Overhit or Weather Ball or any fire move on the switch. That chip would have been crucial, allowing Bolt to revenge kill Ursaluna clean with Solar Beam.
Unless Sire Clod burns his Terra, but even then, that's a net positive, because you force our hero to waste his ace card on turn 2.
Bolt here is fine. Never go Venusaur, Walking Wake or even Tusk. The reason is, you want to keep your faster threats alive and kicking, especially with Manaphy lurking. Venusaur needs to be played with care, considering there will be toxic spikes to absorb. You're thinking, Raging Bolt works against Manaphy. But the problem is, Manaphy can one-shot it after Tail Glow. Alluring Voice or Ice Beam will suffice. Add Substitutes and Terra into the mix, and predicting with Thunderclap becomes a nightmare.
Exactly. Bolt is the correct choice in my opinion. With Solar Beam or Draco Meteor you're still doing an impressive damage. But man, it's such a shame that Bolt had to be sacrificed in the process. Just imagine, you would have an entire Giraffe at your disposal, but instead, you get nothing. You're on the naughty list, and naughty penguins get cold. Actually, maybe you're more of a manatee who's more robust, precise.
Turn 5, Tusk hits the field. To finish the job, it reveals attack boost. But Sire Clod, Masterful. He took control of the situation and sent Glimmora in, triggering the red card as Tusk goes for Ice Spinner. And just like that, Walking Wake is dragged in. Lady Luck smiled radiantly at this play of our hero.
This is peak Sire Clod Redemption Arc, a story when past fears are conquered and glory is achieved.
But on the other side, a tale of horror and debauchery. A reminder that the lowest level of competitive Pokémon is always on the horizon, waiting to be discovered.
Do you know what makes this play so interesting? This team had been spotted on the ladder with a crazy air balloon Dragapult tech, and for good measure. The reason is, this team has 0 ways to switch on ground moves, but with Balloon you can even switch on Tusk, using your prediction game and achieving your spin block. Mannat likely assumed this, therefore he went for Ice Spinner to catch Dragapult lacking.
But Sire Clod outplayed him, and trust me, we couldn't believe our eyes. Especially after his last performance on our dedicated video. If Mannat had just spinned there, he would have cleared the toxic spikes, allowing the next mon to come in without risks. But it didn't happen. Walking Wake is in, poisoned and suffering, like us watching the game. Sire Clod chooses to save Glimmora from certain doom and sends Manaphy in. But, judging by the rolls, this Wake is not Specs.
Turns out it's likely Scarf, as he backs off while Manaphy starts his Doomsday Protocol. Therefore, Venusaur comes in to remove the toxic spikes and hopefully deal some decent damage. 1 turn of Sun, 1 turn of Light Screen, 1 turn to prevent the apocalypse.
On turn 8, with 1 Sun turn left, Mannat decided to create a work of art, a masterpiece. Think of Birth of Venus by Sandro Botticelli. Think of The Creation of Adam by Michelangelo. Think of Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. But a cannonball penetrates them, causing unestimable damage.
This is the shittiest play he could have ever possibly made. This is absolutely, disgustingly putrid, perverse, disrespectful. Terra Dark Growth. eclipsing the sun itself. What is the point? I have no answers left, only emptiness, as I stare into this buzzing monitor of broken dreams.
The point, my friend, is to raise the self-esteem of everyone. Because with the sun setting, you are never outspeeding Manaphy, your fate is sealed. And you are the culprit. But Manaphy, he went to +6 without a care in the war. Here's the thing, at that point, instead of wasting Venusaur, your best bet was sucking Cress and get the sun back up. It was still a doomed game, way before this play. Or was it?
Tails can come in, anchor the Manaphy on a water move, forging Venusaur a wind path. But was Ninetales max speed? We won't know until we check the original Poképaste. It is Schrödinger's fox, but let's assume it is, and wins the tie against Manaphy.
Allowing for one last ride. With Terra Dark, Venusaur, which we could hope is paired with Knockoff to kill Dragapult, can resist Sucker Punch from Kingambit and attempt a Miracle Sweep. Pokémon is a game of possibilities. Hydropump could miss, Sire Clod could do the Sire Clod special. If you've seen our previous videos, you know exactly what I mean. Except none of that will happen. He managed to stack Horrid plays from turn 1 until...
But wait, there is still one play left. Ninetales is in. Will he roar the Manaphy on a pump miss? Will he anchor Alluring Voice and then roar? Nah, he'd lose. But Mannat's ethics are definitely questionable, just like this game. As we mentioned in the intro, is the culprit of an SD leaking scandal. Should we cover it all with a full investigation video? Let us know in the comments and give a like if you enjoyed the experience.
But if you think this was bad, you clearly haven't seen this incident yet. Tonight we won't sleep.